Hello YouTube, my name is Parker, and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. In the last episode, we started the game, and we joined the Literature Club, and we wrote a poem. And then we shared a book with a girl. And this time, we are gonna go back in. We were just about to read the poems, if I recall. And this is I just finished recording the last episode. I'm recording 2 in a row. So that's why I'm wearing the same clothes and everything. I do the same myself. Yeah, okay. Okay. Oh wow, so we have a choice this time. So if I recall, when I was making the poem, Yuri was the one who liked it the most, I think, right? So if I show it to her, okay, Yuri seems the most experienced, so we should start with her. I can trust her opinion to be fair. Let's see. As Yuri reads the poem, I noticed her eyes lighten. Exceptional. Yeah, what was that? Did I just say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, but then it ends up covering her whole face. He's going to hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. I need to do voices. I can't... Alright, so I want to do voices for the characters. I can't really do a female voice, though. And I'd have to do 4. So what if I did something kind of quiet for her? So like, that's... I guess you're right. Yeah, I guess that would work, kinda. I don't know how that sounds, but we'll try it. We'll try it this time. Episode 2, we got voices this time. Now it's more than one voice. What am I getting so nervous for? Ahaha. Yuri takes a breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? Your use of imagery and metaphors indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her finger along the words in the poem, as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay. This is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. I wonder, does her response change depending on how I write it? Maybe? So maybe if I'd picked better words, if her response would have changed. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily, as if that's a rare opportunity for her. Which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. Oh boy, okay. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm breathing air of the present, Oh, calmly, I guess? Calmly breathing air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Click outside the poem area to continue. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. Not at all. I'm getting my characters mixed up now. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Parker. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost. Lingering in her past, and her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past. Is this going to be like your backstory, I guess? And soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so... Nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. You know, I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Parker. Me too. Who should I show my poem to next? Oh god, I have to do more voices now. Let's do Natsuki next, since she mentioned her. Okay, what kind of voice? So she's younger, so we'll give her like a high-pitched voice, I guess. Higher-pitched. Well, it says, okay, well, it's about what I expected from someone like you. That's a little blunt. Well, excuse me, princess. I had to do that, I'm sorry. I had to do that. It's not like I said it was bad. It just didn't evoke any emotions. So basically, it's not cute enough for your tastes. Do you want to get smacked? I'll pass. Well, anyway, I guess I need to show you mine. Not that you'll like it. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. I don't know why I find that funny. Oh my god, that's actually kind of funny. Yeah, I told you that you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. I'm gonna have to hear these voices back to see if they actually sound decent or not. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. Okay, so I guess we're kind of getting a sort of peek into their psyches, I guess, right now. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. I guess. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went into it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Alright, we'll try Monica next. Oh no, I have to do another voice. So... Hi! No, that's too close to the last one. Hi, Parker! No, that's just too close to my own voice. Hi, Parker! No. I'm trying to do... maybe like a... kind of a stereotypical, like, teenage girl thing, like a... Hi, Parker! No. Having a good time so far? No, that sounds too much like like Urkel. Alright, so we'll just kind of go with this, and we'll try to see what it develops into. Having a good time so far? No, okay, I can't do the... Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. Maybe I'll do like a more energetic version of the Yuri voice. By the way, since you... No... By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things that we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Parker. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Parker. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect for you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low, yeah. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Haha, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when the readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyze all of the nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though, so I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased towards their own kinds of styles, but I'll always help you find what suits you the most. I feel like I'm taking an actual literature class or something. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. More. I'll make another The Room reference in another video. Not this one. This is just after I made another Room reference. Anyway, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Oh, that's me talking now. Crap. I keep getting my voices mixed up. You sound pretty confident. Yeah, you already said that. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean that I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the spackle protrudes? A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas. I already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep. Stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realize now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. And he, on the other side, was looking in. So that got kind of deep toward the end of it. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. That's okay. Yeah, that kind of style has gotten pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. I actually saw like a video on that recently. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Alright, Sayori's last. This is a good poem. Oh, okay, no, we have to do a different voice now. Okay. I have to do... I can't just make, like, copies of the same voice. I could do Natsuki's voice, but more energetic. Unless, like, tsundere, I guess. We could go with, This is a... No, okay. This is a good poem, Parker. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impresses me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Parker. Oh god, her voice is gonna get me a little bit, and my throat is gonna bother me after a while. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something that only really good people do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's a part of the reason I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That will be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No, just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Oh my god. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time I won't forget. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little bit more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone is judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monika are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What was her voice? What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant... I'm having to switch between voices now. This is like vocal training for me. The language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you have to try hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it. This is kind of changed, but I think this fits her. Sayori liked it. And Parker did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me. I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Parker liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Parker appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. What was her voice? Oh crap. I can't remember her voice for longer. Okay, I've gotten their voices down. Hers was... is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Parker started showing up. Natsuki. Oh crap, what was her voice? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like the fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned toward me as if they just noticed I was standing there. Parker, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point in making your poems all convoluted for no reason? The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force him to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Parker. Wait, there's a reason I have so many deep and expressive words in our language. We have so many expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Parker? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. Hey. Help me, Sayori. Save slot 2, sure. I guess in terms of the argument, I probably agree with Yuri more on that. So I'll go with her. Natsuki, you're right that I liked your poem. See? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I don't know, maybe I should have gone with Sayori, I don't know. I'll go with it, I guess. I understand. Yuri, I wonder if yeah, there's probably gonna be different endings for this. Yuri, You're a seriously talented writer. It's no secret that I was impressed. Well, But here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, and it becomes something really personal. Okay, this is a little better now. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that I'm sorry. But Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Oh crap. Natsuki, I think that's enough. Oh, because they sound too similar now. So... It's gonna be kind of like her voice, Natsuki's, but it's more energetic. Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized. Don't you think that you should too? That sounds okay. Nah. Natsuki clenches her fists. In the end, nobody has taken her side. She's trapped at this point, being defiant only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up even feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to... You know what? I'm going to do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem up from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples up the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit in the adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri. How could anyone not have gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Parker, you're too kind. I'm thankful to have you as part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said, oh boy, is it, about, it is. I would never do anything so shameful. So, What thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm going to go make some tea. Ah, good idea. Make enough for more than one person. Okay, wait a minute. How are they making tea? Do they have a stove or a microwave or something? Like, where are they getting the tea from? How are they heating the water? Yeah. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. No, I can't do it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Parker, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, did I learn a little bit about the kinds of poems everyone likes? With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. What was her voice? Crap, I can't remember voices for longer like a minute. It was, Parker, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayori and I have spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? Between Yuri and Natsuki. Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they'd make good friends with you. Phew. Parker, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. it looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Oh, ulterior motives. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah. Let's do this. Uh-oh. Okay, we're doing this again. Let me save first. Crap, we have multiple save files now. We have 9 pages of save slots. I guess I'll do it another one. I'm not gonna do that too much, I don't think. I guess... How do I want to do this? Entropy. No, I didn't mean to do that. Hold on, let me... That was an accident. I'm gonna fix that. Oh, wait. Is it different now, or is it just... No, it's just the things are different. Ooh, shiny! I love shiny! Yeah, I'll do shiny. Love, bouncy bed, shopping, dream, unrequited memories. Contamination. Sure. Existence, Nate. Well, no, wait. Let me start over. Crap, now I'm... So... It's like we want to appeal to a character, right? So, do I want to go for them evenly, maybe? Or do I want to go for one in particular? We'll try one again. We'll do Yuri again. So we'll try Massacre. Yes! We'll make it just completely horrifying. Oh, no. I'm save scumming. No, I'm not gonna do it. Let's do... No. Oh, really? Okay. So I'm kind of curious to see if I make everyone appeal to someone. Yes, I am save scumming. Lucky. Nope, okay. Let's try that again. This is the only time I'm gonna do this, I swear. Aura, maybe. Marshmallow. Extraordinary. Oh, okay, fine. Incongruent. Oh, she likes the big words, that's right. Heaven sent? Yeah, okay. Vivacious. Incapable? Yes. Determination. Infallible. Frightening. Massacre. Landscape. No. Effulgent. Yes, we'll do all the big words. Infinite. Contamination. Tenacious. Vitality? Yes. Lazy? Nope. Okay, that's her. Sadness. Rose. Games. Oh, that's her. Okay. Unrestrained. Existence. Disarray. There we go. Alright, and... I think I'm gonna leave that here, because that kind of adds... It kind of leaves it on a sort of cliffhanger, I guess, every time. So we'll save again. And so nothing scary has happened yet. It's doing a pretty good job of trying to like get you in there and try to not kind of like make you lower your guard. So I'm kind of curious to see what it's gonna do later. But for now, it's been pretty normal. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.